let's get into the match. It's time to decide who will get that last spot in Salt Mine 3 EU Stage 2. It's either going to be Joreuz or AtomiK. Now, I will repeat one more time the current win streak that AtomiK's been on in order to make it into this stage of the tournament, because I think it's extraordinary that he's done this well consecutively. Usually players who make it this far in a tournament make, you know, a run in the upper bracket, maybe go clean through the upper bracket, maybe drop to the lower bracket late, and then they start their closed qualifier, or I mean they start their promo relegation run. No, AtomiK. He started off his closed qualifier yesterday by losing 2-0 to Ashley, so it didn't look like he was going to have a long day. But then he 2-0'd Mizixi, 2-1'd Grama, 3-2'd Rixie, 3-1'd Flakes, and then 3-2'd FBI. So clutch in game 5s. Really impressive stuff there by AtomiK. And today already he's swept Shadi and Hyder. Yeah, AtomiK's been on, what, 7 series wins in a row. And it looks like he does not give a monkeys if Joreuz is spinning on the spot in defense. He's just going to launch the ball into the roof of the net with a beautiful flick. Just gotta ask, actually, does that, I can't even tell if that goal explosion reduces frames. It looks like one of them that will reduce frames significantly on Twitch, but I don't know if that's actually the case. Nobody complained about it. Yeah, AtomiK will need no introduction for those of you who watch RLCS Europe. He has been a mainstay of the European RLCS scene since RLCS Season X, where he had a bunch of great results with Team Queso, the original Team Queso, where he played with Demenza and VK Salen. Then, of course, he had lots of other rosters since then, the most recent one being the G1 esports team that had a pretty disappointing World's Wildcard event, himself, Dorito, and Oli. Before that, you made the San Diego Major with Mark by 8 and Dorito, and put on a bit better of a showing for themselves, albeit, you know, a couple of disaster class performances here and there. But obviously, that's 3v3. This is 1v1, completely different game. And AtomiK is, I think, in his 1v1 prime right now. You can't make it this far in this tournament. I mean, you can't win 7 series in a row without like peaking in some form. So yeah, it's really cool to see another Spanish player in the one scene. Spain has actually had a few successful 1v1 players over the years. First, you had Zamwe, and you had Luis. Luis still, of course, making impressive runs in tournaments to this day. Then you had CRR, and now you've got AtomiK as well. There's a lot of talent coming out of Spain these days, in Rocket League in general, but for 1v1, it's definitely working out for Spain as of late. Also, looks like AtomiK got a little bit impatient there, ran out of boosts, and really wanted to go to that back corner. He was hoping that Joreuz would agree and go for mid boost. Joreuz did not, and just plays the ball to the open net. Now, for all of that AtomiK praise, he is the underdog here. Joreuz is Joreuz. He's the defending champion of Salt Mine EU. And we all know if he brings his A game, he can go toe-to-toe with anyone in the world. It's going to be very difficult for AtomiK today if Joreuz can keep up the level he's had for most of today. Only Drally was able to stop him. So far, it's been a very evenly matched game, but one that Joreuz seems to be quite comfortable in. Yeah, I was about to ask the same question. I don't know what this goal explosion is. I've never seen it before. There's that in and out kickoff from Joreuz again. Once again, it gets him into a fairly comfortable midfield play. Now, he's not dominating in this position. He's not even winning in this position. Well, he is winning the game, but I mean, this possession is obviously winning for AtomiK. You know, Joreuz is giving himself a fighting chance with this kickoff every time, and sometimes he has come away with a winning position, so it seems to be a really good one to go for, one that I'd love to see other players experimenting with. You know, a lot of the best players, especially the best players in Europe, were really struggling with their kickoffs against Moxie. They should all be taking notice and thinking, wait, maybe I don't need to do anything. Maybe I should just half flip into my net. That being said, if there's one player you don't want to do that against, it might actually be Moxie, because he could just flick the ball top bins. But hey, it's worth a try. Worth a try. If you never try, you're never gonna know. AtomiK putting up a great fight so far. Here comes Joreuz from distance with the reset. AtomiK got a piece of it, but not enough. Oh, such an efficient approach by Joreuz. Really well played to still have so much left in the tank when he got to the striking position. AtomiK on a 6-game win streak today. Where's that ball bouncing? It looks like it's bouncing out, so AtomiK won't be too sad about it. In fact, it's gone straight back midfield. Joreuz needs to keep his wits about him here. Joreuz has been pretty tricky today with his recoveries. Hard to read. AtomiK threatening an irritable bump. Joreuz gets away from it. That's a scary position for AtomiK. He nearly landed out of position there. Joreuz looking to catch AtomiK going for boost, and he does with a ridiculous cut and dribble. Once again, AtomiK just drifts into that back corner a bit too much, and Joreuz catches him out of position. That's a marvelous piece of control by Joreuz. It's very, very tough for AtomiK to read, in fairness to him. Joreuz again looking to catch AtomiK going for a boost at the wrong time. This time AtomiK covers his net. And here he comes from range. These are positions that AtomiK will be quite comfortable in. He's come away with a big boost advantage, but he plays it straight to Joreuz. AtomiK tries again from the other wall, but once again he plays it pretty close to Joreuz. Oh, what a block though. I think AtomiK should have had this pre-flip for the finish. He gave Joreuz a chance there, but somehow AtomiK stopped it dead on the goal line with his landing. I don't know if he knew much about that one, but he did very well. Keep control. Keep the ball middle. Half flip kickoff from Joreuz. AtomiK's going to try and dribble it back. This is the hard counter to it. You've got free possession and 100 boost. And AtomiK gets it. Well done. Well done. Really well played by AtomiK. A lot of players have seen Joreuz do that multiple times and not countered it. AtomiK in game 1 has the answer. Yeah, I'd say hard counter. Joreuz has been very comfortable giving his opponents possession and shots today. So playing a very safe, a very reliable style. Not taking too many chances to challenge early. Oh, the speed on the counter by AtomiK though. Joreuz thought he had time to turn around and wave dash into position. AtomiK just side flips twice, once one way, once the other way, and gets the ball moving before Joreuz could even land. 6-all, that was an equalizer with 12 seconds left. And suddenly, Joreuz made to look a bit silly for the pedestrian movement beforehand. He's got AtomiK in a tough position here though. Another big angle on the first takeoff. AtomiK's dunked on him though, that's actually open for him. He gets a shot on target. Joreuz pops up in front of the net. AtomiK forces a double save, but double save Joreuz does. What a stop. He made that a lot harder for himself than he needed to with the first save. But all for show, Joreuz produces something spectacular. He's got to make more saves though, and AtomiK's found a way around him at 7-6. AtomiK wins. The win streak continues for now. Beautiful by AtomiK. Just passing to himself and completely exposing Joreuz's boost management. But really, the series was lost in regulation there for Joreuz. That overtime was tough. But regulation was in Joreuz's control. He had the advantage. 6-4 at the end, and he just got a little bit too lackadaisical, allowing AtomiK to come back. Field control goes in favor of AtomiK on the next ranked post-game stats. Like I've been saying all day today, if you want to sign up for some sneaky videos, apparently Jack and I have been recording about various Rocket League related topics, such as 5 most overrated skills in Rocket League, 5 most underrated skills in Rocket League, and why 1v1 is the best game mode, then yeah, you can sign up for free on thenextrank.com. And you also get a 15% discount when the site launches in full at the end of this year. Yeah, let's have a look at NA bracket. We've got North America action happening right now on Yummy Cheeseman and Dazarin's channels at the same time as this, so let's see what's happening over there. Okay, no game scores coming in yet for Zapatos versus Mile, but Razebull getting the first game there against Mist SB. Now, if the NA promo relegation is to follow the same format, to follow the same script as the EU one did, so Batos and Razebull are in trouble. But they're looking to bounce back, unlike Shadi and Atto, in Europe, and defend their spot in the Salt Mine main event. But what an upset this would be. What an incredible result this would be for AtomiK if he can eliminate Joreuz from the competition. The defending champion, the heavy favorite, the player who came out of a Game 5 thriller against Rally in the upper bracket just moments ago. AtomiK has already shown us in Game 1 that he can go toe-to-toe with Joreuz. Joreuz is going to need to step it up here. He was playing very carefully in Game 1, but he also didn't really force the issue against AtomiK. He didn't test AtomiK to the limit. And I do wonder if Joreuz has got the confidence in this game right now to really try to give that a go, to up the ante a little bit, go more all in on his attacks, or is he going to continue to be safe with his play and wait for mistakes? There haven't been too many mistakes from AtomiK. Joreuz looking to get goal side of this ball. AtomiK fakes the 50-50, produces one more shot, but Joreuz saves that one as well. Surviving in defense has been something Joreuz has done extremely well all day, but this is always far from ideal. I mean, these last second saves would even make Roas scared if he was on the receiving end of them. AtomiK takes another lead. A clean air dribble bump. Joreuz actually tried to bump or flip into AtomiK there by the looks of things to try and knock him into the ball. AtomiK wasn't moving all that quickly with his air dribble bump there, so it was a valid strategy for Joreuz to just hit him into his own shot. But AtomiK had enough on it that it didn't work out. Joreuz wants the boost steal. AtomiK denies it. Oh no, actually he didn't. It looks like AtomiK didn't get the boost, but didn't matter. He comes away with the goal anyway. AtomiK is making this extremely difficult for Joreuz. He's once again overstayed his welcome and been exposed by a long shot. Joreuz looking for the back corner possession play. A heavy hit to go into an air dribble option. AtomiK's pre-jump made Joreuz decide against it. That's really composed defense by AtomiK, just watching Joreuz air dribble the ball into the post. No panic there. Oh, he's panicked on that play though. Where on earth is AtomiK going? Oh no. I think he changed his mind in this last second here. Yeah, he didn't line up for the shot, but when he saw Joreuz off his goal line, he decided at the last moment to go for it, but by then it was too late. He couldn't actually get up the wall and into a position to jump off the wall. If he jumped while he's on the curve there, he would have just immediately landed again. I'm sure you guys are familiar with what I'm talking about here. A mistake that low-level players like myself and yourselves make all the time. But yeah, AtomiK, in an effort not to make that mistake, just didn't jump and yeah, drove under the ball. That's why it's important to have a play in mind, to just stick to it. He saw Joreuz in no man's land and second-guessed himself. You don't? I don't believe you. Type 1 if you're someone who at least semi-regularly tries to jump off the wall, but you accidentally jump while your car's on a curved surface with inertia, forcing your wheels downwards, and you just go nowhere. Your car just jumps on the spot. At least now you can call it a wall dash and say, hey, look at me, wall dashing under the ball. That's a great shot by AtomiK. Perfect strike with the back end of the car, producing tons of power. This win streak by AtomiK is really quite special. It's already special. It's turning into something even more special because he's looking for his, is it now? It's going to be his 8th series win. He's on 7. He's looking for number 8. And he's trying to do it against Joreuz. He's trying to do it against the Salt Mine defending champ. He's trying to do it to qualify for the main event. And it's also worth mentioning, AtomiK is trying to go perfect in the lower bracket today. He's yet to lose a game. 3-0 against Shadi. 3-0 against Hyder. And now moving towards 2-0 against Joreuz. Joreuz has got the kickoff goal on the inside here. If AtomiK's not careful. Oh, he's pre-flipped to save it. What a save by AtomiK. He had to snipe his own post there to save this with a pre-flip. And he's even done that. Oh, that's a great strike. I mean, AtomiK just can't do anything wrong right now. That's insane. He had 23 boosts to play with here, but he's absolutely launched a shot without a dodge. He actually used both of his jumps for that one and sent it flying over Joreuz for 6-2. Well, Joreuz is in a world of trouble now if he wasn't already. AtomiK is getting better and better as this series goes on. And even positions that look like they're going to result in goals for Joreuz are not. That one just barely does. Joreuz slots the open net in the bottom left corner. That was frighteningly close to the post, though. That's how things have been going for Joreuz. I think a lot of you wouldn't have been surprised if it did hit the post. Great save by AtomiK. Defends the back corner boost well. Dodges the demo. Does not fall for Joreuz fake challenge. Joreuz looking to keep the counter-attack alive here. Plays for the back corner boost and the air dribble. AtomiK's flipping away. That'll indicate to Joreuz that his boost is running low, but did AtomiK do that to feign lower boost than he actually had? He had a little bit left over. If he flipped just to fake having 0 there, that's incredibly high level by AtomiK. Joreuz continuing the attack. AtomiK pre-jumping to save the top shelf shot. Joreuz in a rush to turn around and keep the attack going. Has played the ball straight into AtomiK's hands. This is not an easy position to score from. AtomiK's defended his back corner boost again. And now it's him who's scoring on the breakaway. 7-3. Joreuz calls next. That's triple point for AtomiK. Triple match point, I should say, for AtomiK. Joreuz needs a reverse sweep or we will not be seeing him in Stage 2 main event. Oh wow, what a run by AtomiK. 1 game away from a perfect 9-0 game score for today. 1 game away from a perfect 8 series wins in a row. All lower bracket series. And you know, obviously to be in the lower bracket you had to lose. But the fact he's gone into the lower bracket in round 1 of the closed qualifier and then he's won 7 series in a row and he's winning this one as well while his tournament life is on the line. He's done all of this while his tournament life is on the line. That is crazy. And as you can see in the NA bracket, we've got 2-0 for RazeBull, 1-0 for Zapatos. Both of the main event players bouncing back in a fight to regain their tournament spots. Well, we are going to stick with EU, of course. It's twitch.tv/Dazarin for Zapatos versus Mile. Twitch.tv/Yummy_Cheeseman for RazeBull versus Mist SB. And it's obviously twitch.tv/JohnnyBoy_I for Joreuz versus AtomiK. Can AtomiK close the deal? Can he finish the perfect run? He's got 3 chances, but I feel like each one is going to be harder than the previous one. This is the best one to take. The first try, you do not want to start going into the deep end of a series against Joreuz, and that's not where we're headed if AtomiK keeps playing like this. He's spotted the pre-jump, dunked Joreuz on the underside of the engagement, and opened the scoring 1-0. Yeah, I already told the stream about his closed qualifier run. He took down ridiculous players from start to finish there. Mizixi, who's one of the best Saudi Arabian ones players. Of course, there's a ton of great ones players out of Saudi Arabia. Grama, who's one of the best Italian ones players. Rixi, who's one of the best Spanish ones players. And he beat Flakes, who obviously needs no introduction. Legend of the one scene. And he beat FBI, another phenomenal Saudi Arabian ones player. And then today, beat another Saudi Arabian ones player, Shadi. Oh, what a save by AtomiK. Is he counter-attacking here? Not quite, but that save was phenomenal. Hyder, you know, he's 2-0 against Italy, 3-0 against Saudi Arabia in this qualifier run. And like I keep referring to, he's not lost a game today. I mean, this is just the next level for AtomiK's 1v1 story. By far, at least that I'm aware of. The best ones I've ever seen him play. He's got Joreuz on the ropes here. AtomiK's been close to scoring again on multiple occasions, and he's still in a favorable position here as well with the massive boost advantage. Joreuz equals that out. Oh, what a flick. Joreuz is back in it. 1-1. He survives the onslaught and then outplays AtomiK with a perfect early flick. Well worked by the veteran. He is not done yet. Joreuz knows how to go the distance. He's reverse swept many before. You know, the good news for Joreuz is that he's got plenty more levels to go to. He's got plenty more tricks up his sleeve. He'll know that he didn't play his best game in that second game, and he probably didn't put enough pressure on AtomiK in the first one. Well, let's see if he can step up to the occasion. You'll also know that AtomiK is going to be more nervous now than at any other stage of the competition. But oh, Joreuz has dropped a no problem. That can't be good. AtomiK scored to make it 2-1. Joreuz dropped a no problem quick chat, that speaks volumes. The fact that any quick chat is present from Joreuz cannot be a good thing. I definitely will give AtomiK a ton of confidence to see that, to let him know, if he didn't already have an inkling, that he is getting underneath Joreuz's skin here. Joreuz flicks right into AtomiK's pre-jump. AtomiK darts away from the back corner boost. Did not want to get demoed there. It's very disciplined play by AtomiK. Making himself very hard to hit in the back corner here. Joreuz not having a lot of success with these off-the-ball demos. Joreuz fakes a back corner hit. Fakes another hit that AtomiK's not falling for. That boost is not going to spawn for him. So he's actually running out of boost here. Oh, he produced a wall shot though. Well, AtomiK didn't see that one coming. Honestly, this entire exchange just looked like Joreuz was accelerating for the sake of acceleration. He was darting towards a boost that wasn't there. He's hitting the ball off the wall, which would just be a conceding of possession if AtomiK sees it coming. But AtomiK didn't see it coming. And it makes Joreuz look like a genius. Stays alive in the back corner. AtomiK still so hard to hit when Joreuz makes these sweeps across his box. That's not the flick AtomiK wanted. And he won't like what he's seeing here. Joreuz is starting to get much more quick with his movement. This is definitely scary for AtomiK to go up against. Joreuz hiding behind the ball. AtomiK changes direction. Make sure that he's not walking into a dunk. Joreuz threatening the attack straight down the middle, but AtomiK's going to close the door on this. Joreuz fakes a wall shot, catches and flicks. Wants the demo on the landing, but misses it. Still. Managed to seal AtomiK's boost away, but AtomiK's demoed him, and the net is wide open. AtomiK walks it in, while Joreuz spawns to the far side, and that was a demo from AtomiK, while Joreuz had a boost advantage. Joreuz put himself in a risky position. He stopped moving, while AtomiK came towards him at full speed. And that really did not play into his favor. This has been one of the fastest paced games we've seen. Another no problem from Joreuz as AtomiK pre-flips to score and make it 4-2. It has just all gone wrong for Joreuz, but right now he just has to realize AtomiK is playing the best 1v1 he's ever played. There is really no need to be disappointed in yourself at the result. It's all about the next game. It's all about the next goal. It's all about this game. AtomiK has spent 26% of this game at supersonic speed. That's ridiculous. That's not a speed. That's not an amount you often see in 1v1. Joreuz has tried to up the pace of the game to a level AtomiK is not comfortable with. But AtomiK seems to be even more comfortable playing at that speed than ever before, and he's getting a nice shot, Joreuz. Oh, AtomiK's a genius. If he wins while complimenting that goal, that is the stuff of legend. But he's got to go and win now. You've got to be super careful. You cannot lose after doing that, because obviously he doesn't mean what he's just said. If he said something like, what a save, I'd believe it, because it was a good read by Joreuz. I don't think he meant that one. AtomiK running out of boost. Joreuz trying to keep the pressure on him. AtomiK's holding on very well. Another no problem for Joreuz. He's got plenty of time here, but he might not have a car if he's not careful. He does. AtomiK spots an opening to dispossess him early. Joreuz demos him right before AtomiK can score into what would have been an open net. It's a full pitch air dribble from Joreuz. He's trying to pogo on AtomiK. The recovery's still there for Joreuz, but so is AtomiK. He darts back into the play. The boost is not there to be taken, but does AtomiK know that? You might think Joreuz got the boost there. Challenge is early, but it's gonna go down. AtomiK wins. And you know, in fairness to Joreuz, he follows up his no problem spam with GG's. So if you guys didn't see that, because the scoreboard came up quickly, Joreuz at the end of that game spammed no problem, and then he said GG's, and then he left. So at least I don't think his anger at the current situation is directed towards the opponent. I think he's more frustrated with himself and how he played in the last chance here to qualify. But if he wants to defend his Salt Mine 3 title, he's going to need to do it in Stage 3, because he's fallen at the final hurdle and been eliminated by AtomiK, who just peaked with 8 straight series wins between the qualifier and today's promo relegation tournament. All of them elimination matches in the lower bracket. And today, probably the cherry on top, going 9-0 in games. That is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, thoroughly deserved. Beating Joreuz in the final one as well. I mean, you don't get a more deserved qualification than that. That is very, very impressive. Yeah, I also agree, Fear. Joreuz going for a pogo while down 1 goal on elimination point. That is what you love to see. I respect him a lot for that. I want to say, I don't think Joreuz is annoyed at, or I don't think he's got any, based on what I'm seeing here, I don't think he's got any ill will towards AtomiK. I think he's just annoyed that he's played, you know, some of his worst Rocket League in the last match of the day. He played very well against Rally. He played very well, obviously, earlier on against Shadi, and then unfortunately for Joreuz, he'll feel like he threw game 1. He was winning that when he threw it away, and then game 2 he just didn't produce the goods. And yeah, game 3, you know, he finally decided to bring out the aggression, and that didn't work either. Probably just a little bit too late on bringing the fire there, Joreuz. And yeah, AtomiK's a definite deserved winner there. Yeah, very close in the post-game stats, despite the fact AtomiK's won. Joreuz had more possession, more field control. Look at the boost consumption, though. That is kind of ridiculous that AtomiK has used that much more boost. That's a massive difference in boost consumption in favor of the Spaniard. It really did seem like in that last game, when Joreuz tried to up the pace, AtomiK was like, I don't mind. I can play fast. Not a problem. Look at the average speed. These are some very fast games that we saw between these two players. Very grounded as well by AtomiK. Very, very grounded. On the ground for more than 60% of the series is very, very high for 1v1 these days.